Sports to the bone, people. Greetings, 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 one and all. It's been a little while since we have done a live show, but we're here tonight to have a little talk. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, thank you all as you come in. Really appreciate you guys taking some time out of your Sunday evening to come and have a little talk. Yeah, man. As soon as you come on, just let me know if you can hear me well, if you can see me well. It's been a little while since I've done this live setup. So, I want to make sure that you guys are hearing me well and you can see me well before I go too far. But yeah, quite a few things to talk about. It's been a long time since we have done a live. We have had a couple of series and stuff like that. All right, good. All right, Brian say, can see and hear well. All right, very good, very good. So it's been a little while since we have had a live show. You understand, couple series come and pass. But it so happened that, in a couple of days' time, we'll be taking on Pakistan. And as luck would have it, I have a little bit of time on my hand today to, try and see if we can talk a little bit. Funny enough, I had to rush in the last 15 minutes, I was trying to get the wife car and my car cleaned up and ready, you understand, for tomorrow. And luckily, I was able to get everything done for 6 o'clock. So we're here. As soon as you come on, you can just let me know what are your thoughts as we go into Pakistan, what playing 11 you're looking at. I'm going to go through the squad, also going to be taking a look at the 3-day warm-up game that was played. They finished that earlier today. If you didn't get a chance to hear the scores, I will definitely take a look at that, right? So the squad, the scores, and playing 11 plus cricket in general, whether even if it's not West Indies, we had a couple of good series recently. We saw Australia getting the better of India. We saw South Africa qualifying for the World Test Championship final. We see where Sri Lanka, they are doing very, very well in Test cricket, in cricket overall. And ICC decided to award them with 4 games, 4 Test matches for this coming year. I tell them, my people, I don't know it work. Also, the 2-tier system, we see where Australia, India, and England, they are set to meet with the big heads, the jacket and tie people from ICC or of ICC to talk a little bit about the 2-tier system. So we have that to talk about. Majority of the supporters on here, they are here for cricket. But if you have any other sport, you understand, I dibble and dabble in other stuff. So we can talk football. I always tell people I do a lot of cricket video, but I watch more football than cricket, I would think. So if you have your football topics, I will touch on that also. Track and field, you understand. Whatever it is that I am following right now, I'll be able to give opinions on. Not always gonna be the spot on one that you're looking for, but yeah. All right, so let's get into it. I'm gonna try and use majority of the time to go through the comments, and then in the latter stages of the video, of the live, I will allow people to come on and give their opinions if they want. All right, good. Brian, bless up. Despite Django's duck today, I am starting him, brother. It could be a double ducks today. Django needs to play with. I said it earlier. We cannot waste good form. You understand? The fact that he went out and didn't score today, that doesn't change my mind. That doesn't change my mind. And I have said it that, it doesn't mean that he will go in and score a half century or score a century. We don't know what's going to happen. But, he's looking good. He has looked good over the last couple of games. I mean, so we have to give him a look, man. The team is not that good that you're going to have a man like that performing. I don't give him a chance. Which spinner you'll use other than Morty? Sinclair? Not Sinclair, man. Sinclair has to play for me, I mean, they are probably going to look to get Morricone in because of whatever. But I have always said that if Morty is not playing, or if we have to use Morty if we have to use two spinners, it's going to be Moti and Sinclair for me right now. Based on where our cricket is, those are the players that I'm going with. You understand? If it's not, if we have to use two, it's Moti and Sinclair. This is not me fighting Warwick or anything. This is just my choice. You understand? Whereas we have Moti as the left arm spinner there. That's me. Yeah, man. Yeah, Crick Lover, it's been a little while since we have had an opportunity to come on and talk, you know. For those who are new, I have since we haven't gotten a chance to go live a lot, you know, I've always said that boy, the family dynamics change. So coming in from work, I am hardly able to jump on live or anything like that because, you know, I have a little one running up and down all over the place right now. So, you know, it's tough. All right, Brian, if Sinclair and Django play along with Greaves, it seems that one of Carty, Hodge, or Louis have to sit. Who would that be for you? It's a tough question. It's a tough question. It could be a case of us looking at it and saying that, you know, the track will take spin, so we probably will say, all right, we're not that strong in the batting to drop a batsman, so we're probably gonna have to go and leave the all-rounder in Greaves. You know, this question was asked earlier today. I think it was Ricardo or somebody else asked this, and I was looking to it. I was looking into it because my thing is I always like to have a seamer to relieve, you know, seamers, you know, in the sense that, you know, you definitely can use a spinner to replace a seamer, but I like to know that if I have two seamers and I am resting them, you understand? You know, I don't necessarily want to have spin and I don't necessarily want to have spin from both ends. You know, I would probably like to have a spinner and a seamer depending on how the game is going. And if you are resting, if you're in a situation where you need to rest, for example, Roach and Seals at the same time, then, you know, you would be nice to have a good all-rounder like a Greaves. So it's a tough question, Brian. It's a tough question. I am not even sure which side I'm leaning towards, but, you know, I think based on how that pitch is, you definitely need to play the two spinners. So you're probably gonna have to, you know, sacrifice the seam bowling all-rounder because I don't know if our batting is that good where we can decide to drop Carter or Hodge or Louis. You know, I will try to start Django and Imlak. If not the first game, then if some persons fail, the second game says Crick Lover. All right, so you're trying to fit both of them in the same team. So I don't know. I have said it before that Imlak has been around for a little while. You understand? Has been in the squad. You know, I've always said that, you know, you work to get in the squad, you want to get an opportunity, but then you have a man like Django coming around now, boy. You know, I have to get him in. I don't know if I'm going to play the two of them at the same time. Sports in the Bone, Alzari, Joseph and Shamar Joseph should come back against Australia. I don't know if you're asking or yeah, well, there's a question mark. More than likely, when do we play Australia? Isn't it like far down in the year? So Alzari is fit. You know, they just gave him the opportunity to go and play. They say other obligations. You know, even though he's a centrally contracted player, he's somebody that is always available to us. You know, so they probably, you know, let him know that, yeah, can use this window to go and play some franchise cricket. You know, it's just really tough that we're missing the two Josephs at the same time. Shamar now is still recovering from injury. We definitely want to know that he's fit and ready. Down in Pakistan, probably it's the right time to play without both of them. Who is this live? Well, I don't know if you're new, but you know, I am Lennox. That's what they say, you know, and I talk about cricket mostly. So if you're new, you know, if you have anything cricket related, I will share and I will, you know, I will give my opinion as best as I can. You think Django will make his test debut? He looks like he has some form. Well, I don't know what they're going to do, but I personally want him to play Craig, Louis, Greaves, Arthurnes, Hodge, Django, Da Silva, Sinclair, Moti, Roach, and Seals. Craig. All right, so no Carter, so you're batting Craig, Louis, Greaves, you're batting Greaves at 3, Artanis 4, Hodge 5, Django 6, Da Silva 7, Sinclair 8, Moti 9, Roach 10, Seas 11. This look like a team that, I see a couple of people working with. It's just that I have Carty in my team. So the problem is, with Carty in, but it's tough. It's really tough because with Carty in, I might see where I have to leave out the seam bowling all around in Greaves, which I don't really like because I want to have a seam option at all times if I am resting the two seamers, I don't want to necessarily operate with spin from both ends because our spin don't necessarily mean we're going to be attacking and taking wickets. So I don't want it to be a case where we are being milked from both ends. So it's June, July. All right. Yeah, man. They should be. Well, Shamar should be fully recovered by then, and then I'm assuming Joseph Azar would be back. I am playing 2 fast bowlers, 2 spinners, 6 batsmen. It seemed like the way that I am leaning towards. It's just that Australian early summer. Mr. Lover. Oh. I was wondering who is that. Boy, Mr. Lover changed name like how the weather changing now, man. Boy, Mr. Lover is a number one, day one supporter, Seals, Roach, Moti, and Sinclair will be the first in the first test. All right, Carty probably have to sit out and let Django play, says Bad Flame. All right, so we're looking to probably. All right, I hear Bad Flame. I have the same squad as Charles Worth, aka Mr. Lover, are the same playing 11. All right, Greaves has to play that 100 cemented him. Well, I tell you, it's tough. That tough, man. It's tough. Brathwaite, Louis, Django, Arthanes, Hodge, Greaves, Imlak, Sinclair, Moti, Roach, Seals. They say Carty is too loose. I think Da Silva needs to see that his position is in a doubt, but West Indies go play the regulars. Yeah, they're probably going to do that. Yes, they're probably going to do that. But if we're searching for batting, we probably can leave him. Could be a case where we leave him to and play Django and end up playing Django and what's his name and Carty still. Sported Bone, they'll play India and New Zealand right through the end of this year. I did a video the other day where I was talking about all the series that we have to play this year. I think so. I think I remember seeing New Zealand in it and India. I don't remember India, but I'm almost certain I saw New Zealand. Yeah. Carty will sit Django in Carty is more one day, says Philip. I hear you. All right. I hear you, but it's pretty interesting. It's gonna be very interesting to see how they line it up, It's gonna be very interesting to see how they go about it. Are we worried about the captain and his form, how his form has been? Or are you guys thinking that with him, being sort of strong facing spin, are you all thinking that he will probably be able to get us some runs in this series? What are your thoughts on that? I realized that in the second innings today, man was on fire, scoring a quick fire 30. What are your thoughts on that? New Zealand 3 tests, India 2 test match, says Mr. Lover. All right, New Zealand in November and December, and India around October. All right, not bad. So, and you said Australia in June, July. So that's gonna be Sammy's first outing with the team because Sammy comes in April. So hopefully, they would have had the 4-day regional championship, and I am assuming they would have probably some, best versus best schemes or some, to take further look at the players. But that would be Sammy's first outing. Brathwaite, Louis, Django, Arthanes, Hodge, Greaves, Da Silva, Moti, Sinclair, Roach, and Seals, says Moses. All right. India 2 tests and New Zealand 3. All right. Sports at One, do you think that they'll play 3 tests for India and New Zealand? Here's the information. Is not whether I think they are going to do it. I think it's already on the calendar. So they are saying India is 2 and New Zealand is 3. This cycle look stiff. I don't see them winning any test. Well, I say it's gonna be very difficult. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I don't know. It might be a case where teams might rotate players and we might match up a little better. We might see teams rotating players and we match up a little bit better. Hold on, let me turn on this light. I might turn on the light on my people because this thing light seems as if it's too much for the eyes. All right. Yeah. I'm just ready for the test reset under Sammy. All right. King Rutherford, I want to see. If you want to see him, you're probably gonna have to look at T20 and ODIs. I don't know if we can convince him and a few others to come play some tests, 2 against India and 3 against New Zealand. All right. If he doesn't make runs in the series, he should be dropped. Brathwaite isn't batting properly at all. Yeah. Who do y'all think is going to take over if he's dropped? I see quite a few people asking. I mean, Joshua De Silva is the vice captain, so logically he would step in. But I see people still also calling for him. So, what are your thoughts? Sports to the Bone. Happy New Year to you and the family. I want to tell you 2024 was a good year with your program. Enjoy it. Just keep on strong. All right, Philip. Yeah, man. Thank you. Thanks for the support as per usual. Happy New Year to you and your family too, Yeah, man, bless up. West Indies just we just said, bro, King has an average of 20s to early 30s for the past 2 years. Craig, why am I saying King? Craig. It's tough, man. It's tough. I remember a couple of years ago when Craig Brathwaite was actually averaging, wasn't he averaging like in the mid 40s? Not overall, like I think it was over a 2-year period or so. It was averaging probably 40s or close to 50s. Could have been post-COVID into COVID. He had a good little patch going, If Craig fails to deliver in Pakistan, do you think Darren Sammy will replace him as captain with someone else? The thing is, I think Sammy is probably gonna the reset is gonna happen under Sammy, where a couple of youngsters will come in. So I don't know if he's gonna change the captaincy straight away, but it all depends. It all depends. Some of those youngsters that went to India for the 2-week camp, I am thinking that some of those guys will break through under Sammy, and a few others that we see around the region doing their thing, they'll probably come through. So it all depends on what the overall squad is like, because I don't think we're going to be an overall reset where you chop out all our senior players plus the captain. But it wouldn't be too surprising, India has too much. New Zealand and Australia had an extra test. Yeah. I remember I was talking about Australia adding one more. I think it was because of how competitive we were in the last series. All right. Sports at Bone, Sabina Park is going to host a test and 2 T20 national against Australia. It looks like the new CEO doing big things. Yeah, and based on what we're hearing, I mean, it hasn't been finalized, but there's going to be a franchise based out of Jamaica that will be owned by some people over there in the IPL. So they're talking about upgrades. They are supposed to install a new scoreboard. They're supposed to do work on the ground. My main problem with Sabina Park is the drainage system. I am hoping that they work on that, because we have seen in the past where, little rain and some other grounds, they would just take 20 or 30 minutes and they feel ready. You understand? And it's so happened that my home ground, the game probably get abandoned and things like that. So I want them to work on that. You understand? So yeah, seems as if they are doing some work. Yes. If Brathwaite fail in this series, he dropped and will lose the captaincy. All right. Hope will come into the test team as captain and wicketkeeper. All right, Mr. Lover, I hear you, boss. So he's just gonna come into the test team with his average and thing and just get the captaincy like that. I don't know. I don't know. It would be nice. His class is there to be seen by everyone, especially where ODI cricket is concerned. I've always said that, you know, it would be nice if he could transfer that form over. The only couple of good innings I can remember from him where Test cricket is concerned, everybody know what's going to stand out, the double 100 there, back-to-back century in Headingley. I think it was probably 2017. You understand? That being said, he has the talent. We would love to see him get some work done and come in, but I don't know about just getting in straight away and becoming captain. Yeah, I don't know. Australia disposing South Africa in the World Test Championship final. Why? I would mind. I would mind if South Africa wins still. You know, it's likely that Australia will win, but you know, I would mind. I would mind if South Africa win. Sports Bone, do you think Sammy can convince some of the white ball players to play Test cricket? I think Sammy has a good relationship with some of these players, these white ball players, and the fact that CWI basically kicked open the door, saying you don't have to play 4-day regional championship. You don't have to play one. You don't have to play two. You don't have to play 4-day regional championship at all to be selected. You understand? If you are doing well in ODIs and so you can be selected to play Test. So we could see a case. We could see we could see a thing where Sammy, you know, is able to get in a couple of them. He already shares good relationship with them. You understand? Sammy seems to be a people person, so you know he's probably going to be able to convince one or two of them. You know. Sports Bone, I heard the other day they'll play Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and Bangladesh next year. Probably I was even one of them that reported it, but I'm not gonna remember all of it. So, right, you know, in the back of my head right now. Give Roach captaincy and let the top top up for his faithfulness to West Indies. That's the thing. The problem is we don't know how long he will be able to continue. I mean, he says that his body is feeling well. He feels as if he can continue. But, you know, we probably I don't know. Unless it's a transitional thing where, you know, Roach would be there until someone else come through. The ideal person, when I say ideal, I mean in terms of always being in the team and the seniority, you know, would be Alzari. You know, but I think I did a video a couple months ago where he was saying, you know, he's not focused on that right now. He wants to improve himself as a player. You understand? And that is what he's really focusing on right now. So, you know, he's probably the man, you know, would be the man. Hope we can convince Shea Hope to start playing Test cricket again. I think he should captain the team. Worse, it's a case now where he's a hot commodity where T20 cricket is concerned. It's probably going to be even tougher. Shea Hope won't keep if he joins the Test team, and that is something that we have discussed already on here. You know, where we see it even being discussed publicly. That, you know, over 50 overs, he's probably not going to keep. You know, because of fitness and well, he's usually very fit, but you know, they always talk about knee issues with him and things. Sports Bone, I would recommend that you have a listen to Massive Hit cricket interview with Dave Cameron. Good to refresh memories of West Indies cricket. Sports Bone, recommend that you have a listen to Massive Hit cricket interview with Dave. Who? Where can I find that? Where can I find that? I mean, I remember when Dave Cameron was a part of it. Massive Hit cricket interview. Is that a platform that it's on? Where can I find the interview? Is it a late interview, as in recent? Why was Jason Mohammed never given a test run? Why right now a whole lot of regional players, you know, a whole lot of players perform in regional cricket and don't necessarily get the run. Are you talking about throughout his career? Or are you talking about no, as in this series? Are you talking about this series? Because I mean, I wouldn't necessarily go his way. I mean, he scored some runs, but at what, 39, 40? How old is he? I have always said that if you are performing at a certain age, you still can play. Let the youngsters outperform you. But my thing is, you know, if you have a couple of youngsters that are close to you in terms of runs scored, I would go with those guys, you know. I believe this team will give us a surprise. Pakistan will not be a pushover. The bunch of guys seems hungry to perform. Let's wait. All right. Sports, given the World Test Championship, got points on final. I don't see enough opposition making wholesale changes. Yeah. That again. Yeah. Oh, you're referring to me talking about some teams probably resting a couple people. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, good point. That good point. That Sam will do it since he's captain of ODI. All right. Question, what do you think are implications of the new test format in which Windies are the second tier? So this is the thing. I need to do more reading on this, but my initial opinion when I recorded a video on this last week is that it would probably take some amount of excitement away from the game. ICC claim that they are for growing the sport. When you have a two-tier system, when you have a two-tier system, it's going to be a case of some of the quote-unquote bottom teams not getting an opportunity to play the top teams. Look at West Indies going to Australia the other day and winning. You see that spark a whole lot of thing around the cricketing world. So it will take away from that. Plus, my thing is the next thing. When you have this, how are they going to allocate funds? Are they going to step up the allocation of funds to the lower tier teams? There are a lot of things to it. Admittedly, and I need to do some more reading on it, but those are the first couple of things that pop out right now. And how would the relegation and promotion work? That is another thing. You have a lot of youngsters coming through. They think about playing against some of the teams that they grew up listening and hearing about. So I don't know if it's going to be if that's a way to motivate players to stay with Test cricket. According to them, it's a way to keep the game, to keep people interested in the game, having top teams playing top teams and things like that. I understand that the lower tier teams, they need to have them playing more Test cricket, but the funding is another problem. You understand? When you look into it, when top teams are hosting, when the lower ranked teams get an opportunity to host top teams, that is a lot of money coming in because you're gonna have the supporters traveling and coming in, and that's a way to earn. So it's really tricky. It's really tricky. I want to hear the presentation that ICC will have on it, and then we see. They said that there's going to be a meeting, but we weren't invited. Australia, India, and England, those were the countries invited. So we have to wait and see second-hand information. What team will be picked for the first test? I think we were talking about that a little earlier. West Indies should play in the second tier cricket. What are your thoughts? Yeah, I think I just answered that one. Yeah, 20. Okay. Yeah, man, we're going in South Africa for the championship final. Hope average, which is what Louis does in test. You can bring him in to be captain, just like that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Even if you look at some of the top teams around the world, I mean, they always look to promote guys within the first team. But sometimes when they are switching captains, you hear them talking about going for somebody that has captain. I mean, obviously their first class system is stronger and better. You hear them talk about going for a first class captain, somebody that has captain, and is producing result. And can also help themselves with the bat or the ball. But yeah, you can't just bring him in to captain the team like that. Sports the one with teams they'll play in 2027. Boy, I don't remember, I think I did a video the other day when CWI sent out some stuff about the teams that we would play, but I can't remember all of them things off my head, I probably can try and pull it up as we go through. What about my boy Jason Holder? He gone underground. No man, Jason Holder. When the squad was announced for Pakistan, they said that he was continuing his recovery. You understand? He was continuing recovery. I think it was some shoulder thing. You understand? I think it's some shoulder issues. So that is the last thing they said. South Africa is like Arsenal in football. Bridesmaid, never the bride. Talking about Arsenal, my people. I was fuming when we drew Arsenal, when we got Arsenal in the... I still won't go back to the cricket in the FA Cup, for the first round, in the first game, knowing that we are the defending champions. I say we, Manchester United, and I was like, why do we have to get Arsenal, especially at their home? I went to church today, boy, and I watched the first 5 minutes, and then when I left church, extra time was just starting, so I saw the full 30 minutes plus the penalty shootout. And let's just say it was just a grand case of Arsenal being Arsenal as usual. Moti and Sinclair should play the first test if it's a spinning track. Well, I would have to see, you get Poor and Hope King and tell them is an extra earning power top up the wallet. Yeah, I mean, if he tells them this, that's not going to move them. I can guarantee you that's not going to move these guys. They are probably going to be like, we don't want that extra 5 or 10,000. We'll use that time to stay with the family, and then we go play T10, T5, and T2. Hopefully can convince them. I don't know. It's really tough that we have to take it from a monetary angle, but what are your thoughts of Hope batting in the Big Bash? He looked hit and miss at times. The only thing I've seen so far was one game where he scored. I think he was 39 not out to help his team win, and then the second one I think he scored like single digit. I think he was single digit. So I haven't followed him that much, so I don't know how many innings he has actually played like that. It's a YouTube platform, Massive Hit Cricket. All right, and you say it's a recent interview. The thing is, let me save it. If I get an opportunity, I will take a look at it. The thing is, it's always interesting to hear what that man has to say, because he has some ideas and some opinions that, it's very interesting at times. Hold on there. All right, and I want Hussein to come play on West Indies ODI side. He's the number one bowler in T20. He should play ODI. Hussein playing ODIs, man. It's just that sometimes they will ask for a little time off. Plus some of these guys not under contract, so they're not going to play all of the games. Roach for captain before retiring. All right. They probably, I don't know. As I said, they're probably not going to look that way, Thoughts throughout his career. Jason made 224. Jason made 224 last night in Trinidad warm up, and kid you not, he looks like Williamson. Which one of the Williamson there? Which one of the Williamson him look like? Which one of the Williamson? Yeah, he has always been a solid cricketer, but just one of them thing. Have you seen Jason Mohammed first class career average? As I said, when it comes on to that's what I was asking if he was talking about this season, if he's talking about this season or overall. You understand? That's what I was wondering. I mean, I think pulling it up here now, he averages what, 30? He averages 30.47. You understand? That's what he averages. And he's what now? He's 38. I was saying that he was 39, 40. All right, let me get back to some comments. All right, no, but the tier system will have lower teams work harder. Yeah, that's true. That's true still. They're probably going to work a little harder, but I'm just worried about the things that I said earlier. Sports of the Bone, you think Django could open the batting in test? I probably would want to see him in the first class system first and see. Sports of the Bone, it's a platform on YouTube, and it's recent. The moderator is administrator of some kind in the USA. Yeah, I wrote it down. If hopefully I get a chance and can take a look at it. Or what Arthur needs to score a big in test. Yeah, man, we all want Arthur needs to score some runs, man. We all want Arthur needs to score some runs. I remember the other day when he wasn't performing and I was complaining and saying some stuff, and I saw someone come on and say, boy, I must be a hater. But I was saying that, only if they knew the history between Arthur and myself, and well, there is no history, but I have always been a supporter of his. So I think West Indies regulars should consider testing some of their T20 recognition getting reduced. And now is when they need to consider pink ball cricket seems good. This is something that I spoke about. Was it yesterday or this morning? Think so. Yesterday. I like the fact that they are planning to allow each team to play a day and night pink ball game in the championship. I spoke about preparing the right way, preparing the right way. Jason Ola played today in ILT20. Oh, I guess the shoulder fix. You think Jimbo should be in the squad? He is showing he is the best. Not right now, no. I have said it before that my two spinners right now is Moti and Sinclair in tests. You understand? I remember there was a time when Cornwall was really, up there and doing his thing. I don't know. We all remember what happened the last time he played. So I working with Sinclair and Moti. If Arthur is in perform in the series, what going to happen? What going to happen? He will surely be dropped for Australia series later this year. You think? I love to see Sammy get these 6 players: Rutherford, King, Hope, Chase, Shepherd, and Hussein. All right. I hear you. I hear you, my boss. I hear you. Specify the rules now. Tell us the rules. What are we bringing in Chase as specialist batsman or spinner? Because remember, Chase is a man that he will play all different sort of roles for us. Shepherd, what are we bringing him in as? Is he coming in as that main all-rounder to compete with Justin Greaves and Jason Hola? What's happening? Blessing, I hope that the Windies team come good in Pakistan. Will it be live on TV for Caribbean fans? I'm going to have to double check to see where it's going to come, but I don't think it's going to be like the local stations. Well, I don't know where you're asking from, but yeah, man, a big international game like that will be on some platform. It would be nice to see Django and Moti are Indians to show we can match those Pakistan too. Well, I'm not even looking at it like from that angle. I just want to know that man performing, man in form, and them can go and play some cricket. This is Mr. Lover saying that Jason Mohammed is looking like Kane Williamson. Ronaldo is in the background here. I'm going to let him on, make him talk a little bit and help me out because I need to turn on this light and give my eyes a break from the reading. I don't know what's going on. Probably need to turn on the light. All right. So in the meantime, while we have Ronaldo on, I will be highlighting the comments. You understand? So this is not me not paying you any attention, but Ronaldo is somebody that has been a supporter for a while now, and he's very he has good knowledge when it comes on to cricket, and he's always backing it up with stats. So it's someone that I always like to share the platform with. So I'm going to put him on and think. Greetings, Ronaldo. Greetings.
Greetings, Lennox. Greetings. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Can hear you.
All right, great. First thing I want to say, Happy New Year.
Yeah,
And it's so good to finally have a Sports to the Bone live. It's
been a
been such a
while.
long time. Yes.
Yeah, man. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year.
I know it is a little bit different now because
Yeah.
family life and stuff.
Yeah.
I know it is, but every now and again, if you can give us a live because
Yeah,
trust me, we
we'll
always
try,
enjoy
man.
the live.
Especially after, let me see, after this month, we probably should be able to come on. I mean, they have me coaching basketball now too, so that take up a lot of my time doing basketball stuff after work. So yeah. All right, what say you?
I have a lot of stuff to talk about, but I mean, I know I missed 30 minutes. I was trying to get in for 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I got in at 6:30, so I missed half the live. But I have some questions I want to put or propose to you and hear your answer, and also from some of the viewers.
Yeah, man.
Number one, what if let's say we beat Pakistan 2-0? I know it sounds crazy, but let's say we beat Pakistan 2-0, right? And so we finish 7th in the World Test Championship. So not in the bottom 7, the bottom 2. And then the next cycle, let's say we're in the top 6. and then they're gonna do this two-tier system. How
Tier.
would that
Oh,
work?
I really actually don't have an answer. I don't have an answer. That's why I was saying I can only give a general opinion on what what my thoughts are where this thing is concerned. But I would have to hear ICC come out and really and truly, say, yes, we're definitely planning to do this. This is how it would work and thing. I don't know how that would work. I definitely don't know how that would work at all.
Yeah, because I mean, I find it strange that we're already putting us in the tier
Yeah.
two, and I mean, if we beat Pakistan in this series, we're above them. So it shows that West Indies, Pakistan, Bangladesh, we're about the same level in Test cricket. How are they going to use? What metric can they say Pakistan should definitely be in tier
Yeah,
one?
yeah,
So I don't understand it. And then from that metric, if
yeah.
there's no promotion, I mean,
They
England,
they
they
have
have to.
yeah.
Boy, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. My second point now, Lennox. I know you made a video highlighting your 11, but
Yeah, yeah.
I would love now to hear your second 11. After we've seen warm up game now. So now that we've seen.
All right. So let me go off the top of my head because it would almost seem to me as if I'm gonna have to do something that I didn't want to do. Go with the two seamers and as I was saying it earlier that if I am resting the two seamers at the same time, I don't in Seals and Roach.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to have spinners from both ends for the batsmen to be milking it. But probably how it's looking now, it's gonna be Brathwaite and Louis, Carty, 3, 4. We have what was I saying? Arthanes. Was it Arthanes?
Hodge, then Arthanes.
Hodge and Arthanes. And then I have Django. That was my choice. I left out, yeah, I think that was it. I left out Da Silva. Django 6. 7, we have I have Reeves 7, Sinclair 8, Moti 9, Roach 10, and Seas 11. I think, is that the same playing 11? I think that's the same play.
Same play. So you're not changing it.
I don't think I'm going to change it. The only thing is that I'm not changing it. I'm going to leave it right there because I don't want to use the two seamers only. I have the two spinners, but I want to have a third seaming option in case. So that is where I'm going.
I don't know, but I was hearing you read out the scorecard earlier today, and boy, I don't think the surface suits Justin Greaves.
Yeah,
I think it's probably best. I would probably look at maybe Sinclair batting at 7, play Warwican and Moti, and two seamers. I don't know.
Warwican, Moti, and
Sinclair.
So the 3 spinners and the 2 seamers.
Because it doesn't make sense. It don't make sense to have Justin Greaves to bowl 5 overs for 29 runs or 33 runs, and I don't know. He's batting all the way down there at 7.
Yeah,
he's not really then gonna be doing much because by the time he gets in, he's gonna have to marshal the tail. So might as well have another spinner down there who can, maybe score a quick 20, 25 down there.
Yeah.
You never know. But, boy, I've been defending Joshua De Silva. I think.
Yeah, you know that every team, almost every team I have named, he has been a part of it. And people as well always been like, why do you keep on putting him in the team? Can't you leave him out? But my thing is this: we have the middle order. It's not like it's been consistent in terms of run scoring, but we have had a set of players that we have been working with them. So I don't want to shake it up. The Hodge, Arthanes, Carty who's in now, and who am I missing? So the 2 openers, the Carty, Hodge, and Arthanes. You understand? And I want to play Django, but I don't want to shake. I don't want to shake those players. So that is why I have to take out the vice captain. It's tough. I know they're not going to do it, but I always say on here, We're not predicting the playing 11. We're looking at the squad and giving our playing 11. And as much as it would be tough to go without a vice captain like that, with a team that is without people like Jason Holder, Alzari Joseph, and those other senior players. It's yeah. I have to get Django in there, but I don't want to change up the thing like that. Yeah, man. We mentioned that Shamar is recovering. Yeah,
And
so
you've been preaching it.
Hmm?
You've been preaching Django's form is too
Yeah,
good to
we
miss
can't
out.
waste it. Can't waste
I
it.
agree.
Yeah.
But I think that we can try another option. I just want to hear your take on this. I'd
Mm-hmm.
love to see the last time we were in Australia, right? In the
Yeah.
warm-up game, Joshua De Silva, he went and batted at number 3, and he got
Mm-hmm.
100 in the warm-up game in Australia. I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking that Joshua De Silva can either open the batting as he came out in
Mm-hmm.
the second innings and opened. I don't
Yeah.
know if that's an indication of something to come. I
Mm.
would like to see the Silva open or bat at 3, and Django then be the wicket keeper down there.
Oh.
What's your thoughts on that? So let's
I,
say leave out Casey Carty for
yeah,
Joshua.
my only problem, it's probably not gonna be a big issue in Pakistan. My main issue with that man batting early is getting LBW. He steps across the wicket way too
Yeah,
often and is always missing the ball. So
yeah,
that's always been my biggest problem. You understand? It might not be an issue in Pakistan too tough, seeing that they probably are not going to be. Well, I can't say that. I don't know how the pitch is going to play, but it's probably going to be spinning. So that would be my only issue. I know he bats a lot. He bats early a lot in regional cricket. You understand, especially in List A games. So I
yeah.
know he has the ability to do that. He opens for Trinidad sometimes and he bats in the top 4. So that has always been my main problem. My main problem is whenever the ball is new and is moving, he's
Yes,
gonna get
yes,
out
yes.
LBW. That's a problem. He has proven that he can play spin. Not probably at the level that we would want, but in comparison to all our players, in comparison to our players. So it's probably not the worst idea in the world, but that just comes across in my head. You understand? Especially if it might not be seaming a lot, but if the ball is moving, it's going to be a problem. Especially if Mohamed Abbas is in that squad, that Pakistan squad.
I think Abbas is not there. I think Pakistan,
They
yeah,
give the
Pakistan,
let me see.
yeah, they named their squad, I think, yesterday. And they
Yeah.
named 4 spinners. They named a whole of 4 spinners.
Oh, so we probably can take some.
Yeah. So we can get some info. So Shaheen Afridi is not there.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, it's 4
Let me see.
spinners, and it's like 1 seamer in the squad. So
Oh,
yeah, I'm speculating. Well, I mean, a couple new names are there, but I know
yeah, that we
as the
don't really
4
know.
spinners: Sajid Khan, Noman, Ali, another young spinner. So I mean,
Yeah,
that's an indication that they think that it's going to be slow. It's going to
hold
be one
on.
of those.
Ahmed is playing. They have a spinner. I think his first name is Abrar. Let me see.
Yes. So I'm telling you, they have 4 spinners in the squad. So what is that saying?
Yeah, they're probably gonna have. It's probably gonna be spin strong. So that's probably. It's I just don't trust him. I understand the idea, but I just don't trust him. I can't tell you the truth. He's closer to getting out of the team than opening for me. I don't trust him right now. I don't trust him at all. That's my problem. He's closer to sitting on the bench than to going up there. I understand the reasoning. But I don't trust him. I prefer if he's in the team, he stays down there and marshal the tail end and do what he can. If the ball, I don't trust him up there with any form of new ball. But I hear you. I hear you.
Boy, I really hope this is it's going to be a good series for Alec,
Mhm.
because I think Alec and Django, being the 2 left-handers in the top 7,
Yeah.
they're going to have big roles to play. Um, just to keep that left-right combination out there against the spin in
Mhm.
the middle. But last time, I don't know, in the World Cup qualifiers, I remember Alec got a couple 50s in some of the warm-up
Yeah.
games.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then in the actual World Cup game, we didn't see the same Alec. And
Yeah.
boy, he gave us 2 back-to-back 50s in the warm-up game.
Yeah.
Boy, sometimes when they do that, I'm just so worried.
You know, we always
So
growing up
worried.
and playing cricket and football. We always say, you know, when they get runs or score goals in the practice game, is as if boy, you score all your runs or score all your goal before the game. You know, but we really hope that you know this series will be his. In an interview that he did with the CWI media team, he was saying that you know he's definitely looking forward to playing there because well he didn't say he's looking forward to playing there. He spoke about the innings, the 90 odd that he made, you know, saying that it was good for batting because he backs himself with playing the sweep shot and it was you know that sort of pitch suits his game. So you know that's a strong statement to say going into the test. You know, so I'm hoping that he will give us some runs in this game here.
Yeah, I hope so too. I really hope so too. Being the two left-handers and Django, I know Django will do well. But
Yeah.
I have another question for you, Lennox. What
Sure.
if the same question where let's say we win 2-0, right? Let's say we beat Pakistan 2-0 because Pakistan are hurting from the South Africa defeat and they're gonna have to reclimatize back to their home condition. So what if we beat Pakistan 2-0? Sammy takes over. How do you think Sammy is going to look at it? Because I remember he did the video and the 7 players for him to look at.
Yeah.
If we do win, I understand wholesale changes if we lose. But what if we win 2-0? What
It's
do you
pro-
think, Sammy?
it's probably going to be a case of him just if he had the thought of bringing in most of those 7 players at the same time, it might be a case of him phasing them in them. So for example, we win 2-0, so a couple of the guys, batters especially, would have had to perform well. So it might be a case where we look at the first 2 that are from the 7 or the first 3 that are probably most ready and bring them in. You know, we see people like Kurt McKenzie who has already played. So it might be a case of him coming in. You know, Teddy Bishop, we know of his talent. So it might be a case of him saying, you know, that was well done. You went to Pakistan, win 2-0. So I definitely have to hold on to a couple of you guys. Even though we know that sometimes we perform well, we say we're going to work with them and by a look, another 2 or 3 series, nothing. You understand? So it could be 2 ways. It could be a way and say, well, we perform well, we're going to keep you guys, you know, and phasing the others little by little. Or it could be a case where, well, you're performing, but we're still looking in a new direction. You know, we're bringing in fresh talent. You know, yeah. So that is probably how it will work. Might be him just bringing in 1 or 2 of them, depending on the positions also that's available.
Yeah.
Depending on the positions that's available. Because Louis is young, he just came in. You're probably going to want to work with him for a while. You understand? And as you know, Alec is there and so forth. So it depends. It depends.
You know what's funny? In Pakistan, because it's turning so much, usually 250, you saw England, Pakistan made 250 and England struggling to make 200. So let's say it's so spin friendly that even if we win 2-0, we're struggling to make 250, but the spinners, Moti, Sinclair, Warwick, they do the job for us, right? And so the batters still don't perform up to standard. And then we win 2-0. What would Sammy then be thinking?
I think you would have to look at it and say, listen, we went to Pakistan in Pakistan and their batsmen were only able to muster this. So we have to, you know, say it was a creditable performance by our batters. You understand? It was a case where the spinners had to take the lead. We have seen where the seamers have had to take the lead for a little while now. But, you know, it probably would be a case where the spinners had to take the lead instead of the batters. You know, so you would have to just look and say, boy, Pakistan at home, they were only able to get this amount. So our batsmen, we can't really, you know, knock them like that. If you understand what I mean.
I get what you mean, but I'm just looking at the fact that though we then write off the entire poor 2024, the batters had and say, yeah, they won, so it's fine.
We can't
forget what they did. We can't.
No, we can't do that. You see, it has been poor now because I was listening to what's his name, the Cole,
Andre Coley, yes,
Andre Coley. I was listening to Andre Coley, and he was searching for positives. You know, he was talking about some of the positives,
and he only spoke about the bowlers.
And he was only able to identify the bowlers. He was saying that the batting, you know, I think he said something like they showed that they can cope, but they need to be more consistent. That's the only. It was only
Yeah.
able to identify the batting,
The boat.
the,
Yeah.
the bowling, the bowling. You understand? So it's yeah, it's not good when you have a team and you cannot identify at least one or so batsman. It's not good. You understand? It's definitely not good. Mm.
Oh boy. Definitely.
Hold on.
Definitely.
Hold on. Is that you, Mr. Lover? Identify in the comment section because I see Mr. Lover pop up now and then you have a different name in the chat. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Is that you, Mr. Lover? Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, man, it's going to be very interesting to see how these guys perform down there in Pakistan. Because I think, even though it's going to be turning a lot, I think these guys are going to fight. They are going to fight. They're definitely going to fight.
I think so. And I think Sinclair, I think he's gonna have a spectacular series. I just have a
Yeah.
feeling.
Mhm.
Sinclair.
Yeah, I think it's. I'm hoping they give him the opportunity to go out there. I hope they put him in the playing 11. He's been itching. He's been itching. He has shown that you can depend on him with the bat, and we know he's gonna pig away with the ball.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But one final thing now, and
Yeah,
then one final thing. So Mr. Lover, big up. But
Big up, big up. Happy New Year.
um happy new year, Mr. Lover. So Lennox, one final thing. The T20 guys, right? The
yeah.
Shea Hope, the Pooran. These
Mm-hmm.
guys, they've been going from Big Bash to BPL to ILT20. What's your thoughts on they're not even being able to finish a T20 competition? They're all over the place. What's your thoughts on that?
Exactly. I mean, it's a case where I don't have inside information, but I would think that the contract when they're offered the contract, they would say that, listen, I am being offered a contract to play here also, so I will take a contract to play for you guys for the first 4 games, and then the last 3 games I have to go. And my opinion on why they would do that is because it's more money for them. It's 2 different leagues. So if they sign to play all of the games in one league, it might be just a certain amount of money. But if they play like 4 or 5 games, they might get a particular sum, and then if they go and play another couple of games in a totally different league, they can actually negotiate a contract that would allow them to earn more than if they stayed in one league. You know, I don't know if that makes sense, but I think that's the only reason I can think of. You understand? They will say that they are gaining experience going around playing in different conditions because West Indies will eventually have to play teams in these conditions.
That
They're,
is
they're going to say all them, but not that thing don't go like that. You understand? That is my only that is what I think. It's just them trying to negotiate the best contract. And we know that people are always gonna try to maximize their earnings, so we understand that. But when guys try to behave as if the same fans who they're asking for support don't have any sense, it's an insult. It's an insult. Yeah.
oh boy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But
Mm,
Lennox, what's your thought now on the all-rounders playing T20 all around the world? The Kimo Paul,
mhm.
um, Ruston Chase, Kyle Mayers, all of our all-rounders in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And when I'm watching the ILT20, BPL, SA T20, it still look like Andre Russell is our best all-rounder.
Yeah.
I,
So
that's crazy. Like Andre Russell is
yeah. So the thing is with these guys. No, some of these leagues, they are still searching for international proven players who have proved themselves at the international level. Doesn't necessarily mean they are going to come in and dominate, but they want guys to come and help build the leagues. You understand? And our players, they're up for that
Sterling.
while earning. You understand? Some of these leagues, I don't want to say the bowling and the batting is not top tier. You understand? So it's not like it's even developing some the games of some of our players. So they will still look average. You understand? So the guys who are still competing in top class cricket, like in the IPL at international level, they are still like Russell and some of them. They're still going to look better than some of the guys that are hopping all over the place. You understand? So that is my take on it. We are hot commodity. People are always going to want us. These guys we have named, they all have international experience. So these
Yeah.
teams will look to bring some of them in the dressing room. And they don't do it very often, but these guys have all won T20 games, doing good things. Kyle Mears, Rastan Chase, all of these guys. Kimo Paul, my thing is with Kimo Paul, I think Kimo Paul has one of the best cricketing brain in the Caribbean, But the problem is, I don't know. Whenever it's time for him to come through regional cricket and go into the international team, he's always getting injured. That's always been my only problem with Kimo Paul. I think he has one of the best cricketing brain. I think he has the ability, but he's always getting injured. So these guys are going to look at it and say, listen, T20 cricket, we're asked to bowl 4 overs. If things not going well, we're going to bowl 2, we're going to bat, and we finish for the day. We're going to get paid. You understand? That is it. That is why a lot of these guys are looking at it this way. They have been toiling for years, and they're like, well, I am very unlucky with injury. Age is catching up on me. Same thing where you see some of these guys, if you follow football, going to Saudi Arabia and all of these places. Age is catching up on me. I'm not lucky with injury. Let me see if I can secure the bag, set up my family, set up this, set up that. Because some of these guys, they have been at the regional level, doing it for a while, until they start getting the break in T20 cricket. So they're like, you know what? Let me use this and earn. So, that is how I am seeing it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Mr. Lover.
Yo. You can hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm not looking at the T20 format of the game. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Test cricket now.
Yeah.
I want nothing but good, clean, fun cricket. Good feeling, good bowling, good batting. One individual cricket must be on point. You don't always have to hit the boundaries, find the gaps, ones and twos and threes. Do that and we're good. My 11, no Carty. I have Gratway, Louis. I have Django at 3. No, I have Graves at 3. I have Athenaeus 4. Hodge 5. Django 6. I have the Silver. But I'm still thinking about dropping him. Playing Sinclair, Morty, Warwican, Watch and Seals.
You said Sinclair, Morty and Seals?
Sinclair, Morty, Watch and Seals.
Oh.
With Warwican as well.
That sounds like more than 11.
No, that's 12.
No.
Warwican.
I said I'm still thinking about dropping the Silver and then playing
Warwican
spinners and yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Let me hear the batting again at the top, because I have a question.
So, you have Louis, Craig Brathwaite, Justin Graves, Alec Athenaeus, Kevin Hodge, Amir Django, Sinclair, Morty, Roach, Warwican, Seals.
No, okay. Oh, all right. Let me ask you, how confident are you in these guys playing the sweep shot? I see somebody was saying that Arthur needs to pocket it. He needs to put it away. And I personally believe he's the one that
Let me just say this now. In subcontinent conditions, I think the sweep shot for Alec Athenaeus would be good. But outside of the subcontinent, when he can't trust the spin and bounce of it, nah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what about the other guys batting? How confident are you that they are going to be able to sweep the ball? Because I think we're going to have to depend on that a lot.
When it comes to the sweep shot, Alec Athenaeus, Kevin Hodge, Amir Django, they're all good sweepers of the ball. I think Graves can do it, but he's not too confident on it yet. Carty, if he plays or is in the 11, is at best 50-50. But with the 11, I definitely think we need to have those 3, Hodge, Django, and Athenaeus together.
Okay. All right. Not bad.
So everybody's asking me on Facebook why I don't give Imlak a chance.
Mm.
Yeah, he scored 150 in the second innings, right? But
Yeah.
in the first innings, he did not do nothing.
Mm. You
I
see,
was considering between him and the Silver if I was supposed to pick a actual keeper, and the Silver disappointed me in both innings as well too. So if anything, Jang will go as the only keeper batter, and everybody will sit and hold the bench.
yeah, my thing with Imlak is not only because he didn't do much in the first innings of the warm-up game, because he has been there for a while sitting and waiting. You know, he has done some work to get there, and he's been sitting and waiting, and hasn't really gotten the opportunity. So I wouldn't even really say I'm leaving him out because of the not scoring in both innings of this warm-up game. My only reason for not really saying let me give him an opportunity is because of what Django is coming in
He's
with.
just in better
That,
form. Yeah,
that
he's
is
just
the
in
only
better form.
reason,
Yeah, he's in
because
better
Imlak,
form.
Imlak do some work to get there. You understand? And people will
Yeah.
think that he's just hanging around, but he did some work to get there. The only reason I can't squeeze him in is because I can't leave. My conscience can't allow me to leave Django on the bench. Man make a debut the other day
Bangladesh.
against Bangladesh, and they had good pace, they had good spinner, and he scored 100. They couldn't dismiss him. Man scored what was it, 60 in the first innings or 50 in the first innings of the warm-up game. They couldn't
Yeah.
dismiss him, and then they got him out in the second. Boy, you have to play, man. That's the only reason I would say with Imlak. But Django have to play. I'm not saying that he's gonna go out there and break Brian Lara's record. I'm not saying that, but
Hey,
you
hey, hey,
have to
hey,
put him
hey,
out
hey,
there.
hey.
You have to play him. You know.
The only how Amir Django can break Brian Lara record is if he bats at number 3. If he
Yeah,
goes
I
back
don't
number
I don't
3,
know if we're playing the type of cricket for anybody to do that. So what I'm saying, I'm not saying he's gonna score. He's gonna score a lot of runs, but we have to give him the opportunity based on how he's coming in. Mm.
so let me ask this question. What are you guys predicting the series to be like? 2-0 loss, 2-0 win, 1-1.
I think we're gonna win one of the games now. I think it's gonna be 1-1. I think it's going to be 1-1, or it could be a case where we draw one and lose the series 1-0. It could be
I
a
don't
case
think
where
any going to day 5. I don't think any.
I don't know about going to day 5, but it could be a case where we draw one and Pakistan being at home, they manage to squeeze and win one. But I wouldn't be surprised if we manage 1-1. You understand? I wouldn't be surprised. It's going to be. I'm just hoping we can take 20 wickets. Usually we are worried about our guys batting. It's not that I'm not worried about the batting, but it's the first in a while I'm going to see us without two solid seamers. I mean, obviously Seals is there and Roach, but it's the first I'm going to see. We're going to have our team without as much as all the pitch might not be taking it. Usually would have one of them to do something every now and again, try and bowl a couple short or something. So it's going to be
I
tough.
saw, I saw a podcast today.
Mm.
It says that it's more than likely going to be a spinner's haven.
Yeah.
So
Well.
they say Pakistan might play 3 spinners as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to be chaotic. At the
Yeah.
first 15 overs, if it's not played in the first 15, spin for the rest of the day, probably.
Yeah, it might. As Ronaldo said, I think they have 4 spinners in the squad, so it's
Squad
probably
is
yeah, it's
crazy.
probably gonna be like that. Heavy diet of spin.
But I think sometime with rank turners, we'll find that it evens out. I don't know why, but you might find that even the team that think that they play better spin
Yeah,
because the ball is turning so much. Funny things happen.
yeah.
So I think that Pakistan, if they really wanted to outplay us, go on the flat track, and they have better seamers because we
Mhm.
already selected our squad. So we
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
have Shamar, we didn't have Alzari. Once West
Mhm.
Indies named the squad, I would have prepared some flat tracks and had 4 seamers because it's not
Mhm.
like we can call Alzari and Shamar
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
nowhere. So I think Pakistan didn't think about that. If they were serious, pick 4 seamers and then
Mhm.
have West Indies cope with no extra pace because it's not like any of those guys bought extra
Well,
pace anyway.
Yeah.
Philip
Yeah.
can
I
bowl up
think,
to 145 though.
I saw Anderson Phillip. I've seen him quite a bit. He can, but majority of the time he's in between 135,
Yeah, that
130.
man not going ball 145. My most favorite thing about him is his rhythm. He
Yeah,
runs well, he's smooth through the crease and releases the ball pretty well. That's my most favorite thing about him. I remember when he just came on the scene. I think he made his I think it was an ODI debut that he made, and I was looking at it, and I was saying, hey man, look like a nice little player. But I don't want to say his progress has been slow, but I definitely would have liked to see him up there a bit more. You understand? He's not very quick. He's not very very quick. You know, he's not very quick. I'm trying to remember how old is he? Let me see.
He's young, about
He's about,
26, 27.
29, maybe 29, 28.
I don't. Is
No,
he 20?
Azari's older than him.
No, I don't think he's. I don't think he's 29 already. I don't think
He's
he's that old. Let me
he's
see.
mid-20s.
Yeah, man. That man is probably about 27, 26, 20. Let me see. He's 28, so you're not too
Yeah,
far.
yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah, he's 28. Yeah,
Yeah, man, time fly by. It's
time is
just
flying. Yeah,
almost like we used to say, boy. We have the young Hitman and the young
yeah. He is 28.
and the young what's his name, Poor, and it's just the other day I was doing something and I realized, boy, Poor and
These guys are elder statesmen now. They're
yeah.
seniors.
I mean, they have made it, they have made it. They have made it in terms of what they're looking for. Obviously, they have made their careers out of it. They have made the money, but they just still sound young to us in terms of accomplishment where West Indies cricket
Yeah,
is concerned.
yeah.
So that is the thing. Mm.
So, as we're still on cricket talks, right? We
Uh-huh.
South Africa A team sometime in May or June before South Africa versus Australia at the final in Lords, right? I have a
Yeah.
question for you.
Mhm.
You are Sammy. Would you work along with getting those white ball players into that A team setup, along with two or three of those seven that went to India?
Hold on, go again. You said what you said about South Africa and Australia?
Oh,
Okay,
they
so
come in to play the A series.
South Africa is coming to the Caribbean for the A
Yeah,
teams
I
tour,
like
right?
that idea.
Mm.
But South Africa might decide to use that for preparation towards the World Test Championship final.
Yeah.
So they might send the full strength team
They
instead
might-
of an actual A team.
Mm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
It.
my question is, does
Mhm.
Sammy and West Indies get those white ball players that they intend to use versus Australia and a few of those young men that went to India in that squad? Or do they just pick any side?
It wouldn't be the worst idea. It wouldn't be the worst idea to get some of those white ball players in. But some of these players, if it's not right where the series, the white ball series is concerned, if it's not right close to it, they're gonna say they are not available. We have seen it over and over. But it wouldn't be the worst idea to get some of them playing. Then again, South Africa, I saw something that they said the other day, that prior to the World Test Championship final, they are going to travel to England to see if they can get a game or two.
Climatize.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
Yes.
get acclimatized. So some of the top players might be there. So
So
so yeah.
this is also something I was going to mention too. If they want a competition, why use India? Why use Ireland or one of those sub tier teams? Why not use West Indies if you don't want to use England or a county team?
I guess it's because of maybe condition wise.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess conditions wise, because
No, I mean yes, they can play it in England, right? But why not use a stronger team like West Indies to give them more competition?
oh, I get you. But then I guess it's in terms of finances now. As
True.
you know, playing Test cricket is very, very costly.
Yes.
Even A matches, if you look at West Indies A, South Africa A, those games are run at a loss. Most times it's not profitable. So, I mean, it's difficult.
Okay.
It's not like, even for example, the warm up game that Pakistan and West Indies played, you notice that there were fans in the crowd. Why is it that even their warm up games have more crowd than our actual test match? That's crazy.
Because Pakistans take cricket seriously.
Let me tell you. You see the passion is still there for international for their home cricket. You see, a lot of these people, a lot of players from different nations, they'll do everything. Well, not everything. The players will try hard to get contracts outside, but they know that the country will not recognize them until they play for the country and they are playing well for the country. So they will want to go and play. They will want to go and play franchise cricket. You understand? But they are going to do everything to play for the country. So the passion, the fans, they can feel that. So the fans are going to go out there and support. Warm-up game, practice game, they are going to go out and support. It's a total different thing when it comes on to us, man. It's tough.
Okay. As we look around the region and we get ready to start the 4-day championship, those 7 players that went to India are said to be under pressure because you will be looking at them. Of those 7, there's only 2 players I think right now can make back or make a debut in any of the formats right now. Those 2 players are Kevin Wickham, who averages 40 in red ball, and Joel Andrew.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
If you are Darren Sammy and those 2 perform good again in this year's regional first class games, how soon do you look to bring them into the squad? And which squad would you bring them into right away? For Joel, he'll probably get back into the ODI team.
Yeah.
But for Kevin Wickham, who is a multifaceted batsman, medium pacer, off break, and left arm off, and a leg break ball as well. How did you utilize someone like him?
Listen, as soon as the tournament is over, I am pulling them in. As soon as the tournament is over. If you said those 2 perform, and I am Sammy, I am bringing them in. There's a reason why they were a part of the group that went to India. So if they come back and have a good first regional championship, you have to bring them in. Probably not just put them in the playing 11, but you have to make sure that whatever preparation the first team is going around, the international team is going around, they are there. You understand? There's a reason they were a part of that group that went. You identify the talents. If they come back and have a good season, you have to bring them in. You understand? I mean, other countries, you have to perform 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons in first class cricket before you get the chance. We don't have that luxury. It's really sad that, and then when they come and play international cricket, we expect them to be world beaters. It's not going to happen because they don't have the cricket behind them. But it's just where our cricket is. So if they come and have a good season, you have to bring them in, get them around the team, and look to probably phase them in, into the actual playing 11.
You know what I find weird though? I mean, Lennox, he gave the report about, the coach talking about what they did over there in India and stuff like that. But I mean, I was following a Facebook group and they showed like snippets of the Jamaica Scorpions trial games in the holiday. And Kirk McKenzie, the snippets, first game, he could make a 50. You have Odin McCarthy and other guys making 199, Buchanan 100. Kirk McKenzie fresh off India and you can't make 50.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm disappointed. What did you learn there?
You made a comment, telling me to look at it, but I was trying to see if I could find the scores, but nothing. It's really sad though. It's really sad that he came back and you would be expecting him to stand like that. But let us see how this championship will go. Let us see what it will bring. Even some of the players that they brought that went to India, the last championship is not like they really dominated. It's just that those guys were identified from the under 19 level, and they know that they have the talent, so they are looking to bring them in. Because there are even a few players around the region that might get into the actual West Indies team before some of these guys. You have a youngster, he's not fully young, he's about 24, 25 from Guyana. I am a fan of him, hoping that he will get some runs. His name just slipped me. What's his name again, man? I'm always talking about him.
Kamal Savory.
Kevlon Anderson.
Anderson.
Okay.
Savoy is pretty good too, but Anderson, I am hoping that he scores some runs. You know, obviously he's gonna play against my team, but I couldn't care less. I'm hoping he scores some runs. I like him as a player. You know, he's another one that I think might
temperament.
be yeah, it might be close. You know, so it's going to be very interesting to see how things work out. You know.
Yeah. As we're still on the topic of regional cricket, I saw a provisional squad for the 4-day championship for Jamaica. No Abijay Mansingh.
Yeah, Abijay Mansingh and Nkrumah Bonner. They said that the squad would be named over the weekend. I hope probably tomorrow. I didn't see it today. Abijay Mansingh out and Nkrumah Bonner. Obviously, Bonner hasn't really lit the place up or anything like that. But there's a leg spinner from out of the high school Excelsior, Redwood. I think he's a leg spinner. He's 18.
Redwood.
Yeah, he's the one that they have decided to work with. You understand? Abijay Mansingh out, and they have decided to go with Redwood. I am looking forward to these squads. I think probably by the middle part of this week, all of the squads will be out. At least I'm hoping.
And Jevoy Royal was out bowling Mansingh in the trial game, so it's only fair.
Yeah.
And Jevoy Royal shouldn't be out bowling any spinner.
You see,
the bowling.
Boy, I tell you, I'm not really a big fan of these trials. Probably because I know a personal of players that have gone and have done extremely well, and I also know of people that play good club cricket and cannot get invited. You understand, to the trials, guys that can actually bat. I don't ever follow club cricket there. For Ronaldo who is here and for the other Jamaicans, there are some guys there that they can bat. There's a batsman that plays for JDF. He used to go to Yorkcastle High School from the same place that I am from. That guy can bat better than majority I would have on the team. I can tell you that here.
Yeah, there's a lot of politics.
I can tell you that. That guy can bat better than almost everybody they have on the team. You know, so but I don't know what is wrong with those people. They need to stop the foolishness.
I can tell you this much. Leeward Island Hurricane might become a pretty young team. After seeing those trial matches and so on, and those scores and the performance, mighty God. Remember when I was telling you guys a few years ago, look out for Damari Benta from Antigua? He looked like
you've been telling us about Damari Benta since he's been like what, 15 or 16?
Not since he's been in England, but yeah. But this year he looks like he might be making the team. If not the 15, he might be in the reserve.
Yeah.
My boss put up some performance in the trials match. Joel put up some performance. Hayden Walsh even get 100 in the trial match too.
Nah, Hayden.
No, seriously. But it's good competition.
Remember the last interview we saw with him, he said that he feels like he's an all-rounder now, so, you know.
Yeah. If you look at it, right, you have this left arm seamer who was bowling 144 clicks, I heard. You have leg spinners that bowling better than Hayden.
Who's that left arm seamer? Is he new?
Well, we couldn't tell about that part there, but from what I heard, he did decent enough to give problem swinging the ball both ways. So let's just wait and see how this squad looking to come out.
I hope so. It's been a while since we have had a left arm seamer playing red ball cricket. I think the last one would have been Preston McSween. That will, if my memory serves me right, that is bowl. You know, that would be bowling close to that.
Yeah.
That would be good.
But I think this year would be different and better. I just hope that those night games, the day-night games, get more crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. As I said, it's always good to prepare, you know, in the way you want to play international cricket, and they're going to have to end up playing that at some point. So,
well, I could tell you this much: we're going to have at least 2 this year, 1 versus Australia, and might have 1 versus New Zealand.
Yeah, boy, I dread the idea of Stark and them guys bowling pink ball to us, man.
That's Sabina.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I get the idea of that. Anyways, you all want to change anything on your playing 11? Now we're gonna jump out of here, you know. So you want to remind him of your playing 11, Ronaldo?
Well, for me, I think Mikael Louis, Craig Brathwaite. We don't have any other options. Joshua De
Yeah.
Silva for me at 3.
Mm.
Alec at 4. Haj at 5. Django at 6. Sinclair 7. Warwican, Moti, Seals, and Roach. That's my 11.
Yeah.
Question: did you say De Silva at 3?
Yeah, De Silva at
Yes,
3.
man have the silver bat in the spin up there, man.
De Silva at 3. I think
De Silva, wait.
he's always performed
Wait,
well at 3.
Ronaldo, wait, Ronaldo. The Silva, who always have the gap between bottom pad, candidate for ball down and leg before wicket.
Yeah, but that's when he's facing seamers bowling those in-swinging deliveries to him.
Yeah,
it's going to be a lot of it's going to be medium pace and spin. So I think he'll be able to better handle himself.
Jesus
So I have to
Christ.
bear that in mind.
do you have any changes, Mr. Lover?
My 11 remains Craig Brathwaite, Mikael Louis, Justin Graves, Alec Artenez, Kevin Hodge, Amir Django. Still thinking between the Silva, if I should play him or not. I have Sinclair, Morty, Roach, and Seals. If I don't play the Silva, I'm playing Warwican. So we would have 3 spinners.
Yeah. I am keeping my same team. The own Brathwaite, Louis, Carty, Hodge, Arthanis, Django, Greaves. The only thing I'm looking at based on the points that you guys have raised plus in the chat here is probably playing the third spinner, so bringing in Warwican instead of Greaves. You know, I am still battling about going in with only those 2 guys. But I understand the fact that, you know, it's expected to spin like that. I think I can tweak it. You understand? So probably Warwican, and then, you know, as I said, I have Moti and Sinclair, Seals, and Roach. You know, so basically the same, except you know, probably drop in Warwican, yeah, and thing. But yeah, we're gonna leave it right here for now, my people. I know it's been a little while, and you all wanted to go for longer, but we're gonna have to leave it right here. Hopefully, the first game starts when Thursday. Is it Thursday?
The 17th, yeah.
Or is it the 16th? Let me see.
16th. It's the 16th, I think, or the Thursday or Friday.
Hold on.
And it starts the 17th, so it'll be Thursday night our time also.
Let me see. Yeah. Hopefully, I was saying hopefully I will have. Well, I doubt I'm gonna have any time to do like another live because of before the game, because it's during the week. It's the 16th at 11:30 p.m. based on what's happening.
It's Friday, early Friday morning, in that sense.
All right, so I'm gonna leave it right here, guys. Thank you all for coming on. Ronaldo and Mr. Lover, thank you all for the support as per usual.
Don't take another year before we have another live show, please. Do not take another year before the next live show.
What's that?
Don't take another year before another live.
Yeah, we're definitely going to try and do it a bit more, man. Especially with the 4-day championship coming up. Yeah.
All right. Thank
all
you.
Right, blessings. Yeah, man. Shout out to all the people in the comment section for coming on and sending in your thoughts. Always appreciate it. You know, we're gonna leave it right here for now. Big up on yourself, everybody. Stay safe, stay blessed, and have a good night. Blessings.
All right, then. Take care.
Yeah, man. Cool.